It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Detroit Lions. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Let's go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. From the 45 on second down, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. Touchdown, LA! Donald Parham with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The Lions at 13-2 on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months. Winners of 9 in a row. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Herbert on first down now. Out to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. It's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
2nd and 11. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Herbert. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. In motion, the tight end. From the 50, here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Herbert off of play action. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. That's complete right around the 8. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4. 46-yard. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get it going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Romeo Doubs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
It's caught at the 10. A big play there for L.A. 67 yards. Back to throw here, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 81 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. On second down, they'll run it here. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Completes it to Dixon.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now here's another interception. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.